Welcome to Mojo Travels, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 reasons to visit Turkey in 2021. Are you a fan of our videos? Be sure to subscribe to Mojo Travels and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at some of the most compelling arguments as to why you should make Turkey a top travel priority. Number 10. Every city has something special to offer. We know this statement is true of countless countries around the world. Every city has its own culture peculiarities and quirks, but rarely will you find more variety in your travel experience than when navigating Turkey. Istanbul manages to strike a careful balancing act. Here, the nation's millennia's worth of history is on full display, and yet it also feels undeniably modern. Antalya, a go-to coastal destination, is your quintessential beachfront getaway. It's commonly referred to as the Turkish Riviera. While the beauty of the coastline is the primary draw, its old town adds a sense of romance. Izmir, by contrast, is all about luxury, from the hotels to nightlife and shopping. Bursa feels like a living testament to the past, while Gaziantep is a must-visit for foodies. Number 9. Good value. What's better than jumping from one utterly distinct city to the next? Doing it for a fraction of what you'd expect to spend doing the same elsewhere. Frugal travelers can get by comfortably on as little as $25 per day, though most people will spend closer to $50 or $75 in order to see and do everything Turkey has to offer. Mid-range, multi-course meals are only about $6 a piece, while public transport is less than $1. Shopping, however, is a different story. Obviously, we're not talking about the ultra-modern Turkish shopping and cultural scene here. But in certain sectors, because the tourism industry is well developed, it's not uncommon for merchants to try to overcharge you. Haggling is also part of the heritage of Turkish culture. As such, it's important to brush up on your negotiation skills before doing any shopping, or you'll risk overspending all throughout your trip. Number 8. The local culture. Dealing with overly assertive merchants can be off-putting for first-time visitors to Turkey, but that's just the way they do things. As you explore the country, you'll also quickly come to realize that the Turkish people are among the world's most hospitable and courteous. The aforementioned haggling, depending on the business, it'll likely take place over tea. After striking up a conversation with a local, you may even find yourself invited to dinner. And such social niceties are just the tip of the cultural iceberg. Turkey is a land of rich traditions. From shisha and hammams, Turkish bathhouses, to music and art, there's a wealth of experiences to be observed and or lived. While modern-day Turkey has all the conveniences you might expect, it owes its unparalleled wealth of cultural traditions to the Ottoman Empire. Number 7. Adventure activities. With so much to do and see in the various Turkish cities, you could easily spend a few weeks simply walking around, marveling at the sounds, sights, and smells. Moving beyond the city limits, however, you find a very different side to Turkey, a land of adventure tailor-suited to outdoor enthusiasts and adrenaline junkies. There's no better way to see colors of Uludeniz than from the aerial view of a paraglider. Because the Turkish landscape is so diverse and so much of it remains undeveloped, there's ample opportunity for hiking, whitewater rafting, mountain biking, and rock climbing. In the Cappadocia region, a hot air balloon ride is a must-do experience. Along the coast, in addition to various water sports, scuba diving is a popular activity, especially in the shipwrecks of Gallipoli. Number 6. The natural beauty. However you choose to approach Turkey's varied landscape, just make sure you give yourself plenty of time to see as much of it as you can. We'll talk about the country's much vaunted coastline a little later, but there are equally countless inland natural wonders to appreciate. The Uludağ Mountains are stunning, but Mount Ararat is the country's tallest peak. The country's volcanic past has given birth to thermal springs throughout the country. Turkey's most stunning and iconic natural wonder, however, is Pamukkale. Here, the mineral-rich spring water has painstakingly crafted a breathtaking, otherworldly environment over the course of some 14,000 years. From floodplain forests and ancient trees to the breathtaking waterfalls and picturesque crater lakes, Turkey boasts countless natural gems just waiting to be explored. Number 5. The cuisine. Turkey's culinary reputation precedes it. As a civilization at the crossroads of Europe, Asia, and the Middle East, it draws on a number of neighboring cultures, including its own Ottoman roots, who themselves borrowed from the Egyptians, Greeks, and Balkans. While kebabs are the first thing that comes to mind, this rich culinary heritage is far more complex than most people realize. Here, meat, cheese, fruits, and vegetables come together in powerful spice mixtures to create dishes that are as much a feast for the eyes as your stomach and taste buds. Must-try dishes include monti, a stuffed pasta, meze, a platter of various small dishes, gözleme, savory stuffed crepes, and kuzu tandır, lamb cooked using a specific clay oven technique, among many others. And we haven't even gotten into the regional specialties or coastal seafood. Equally enticing are the famous tea and coffee of Turkey. Number 4. Beaches and coastline. With over 5,200 miles of coastline, Turkey is spoiled when it comes to beaches. And given that it touches the Black Sea, the Mediterranean, and the Aegean Sea, there is a significant amount of variation, guaranteeing a beach to suit every type of traveler. When the coastline takes a break from beaches, it's instead characterized by breathtaking cliffs and rocky monoliths. Whether you're looking for the classic resort experience or a private cove to call your own for an afternoon, Turkey's got just the stretch of sand to fit the bill. Though it can admittedly get pretty crowded in peak season, Turkey's famous Blue Lagoon in Uludeniz, Muğla lives up to its reputation. Is it any wonder that people flock to these calm, impossibly clear, brightly colored waters? The area is stunning. Number 3. The markets and bazaars. Intimidating as it might be to haggle with the merchants, you owe it to yourself to experience these world-famous shopping spaces for yourself. We guarantee that it'll take a while to get your bearings, let alone do any real shopping. Turkey as a whole is often noted as being a rich and vibrant nation that stimulates all the senses at once. Nowhere, however, is this more true than in the many open-air markets and historic bazaars. Stall after stall of vendors, each with their own unique wares, blend together to create an environment that needs to be lived to be understood. Istanbul's Grand Bazaar is the most famous of the bunch, but there are numerous such shopping areas throughout the country. From dishware and linens to dried fruit and towering piles of brightly colored spices, the bazaars have got it all. Number 2. Historical sites. Turkey has 18 UNESCO World Heritage Sites and countless other cultural attractions that are well worth exploring. As you navigate the country's many cities, towns, villages, and archaeological sites, you're apt to stumble upon one piece of history after another. It's the nature of the area. Modern-day Turkey has played host to numerous civilizations spanning thousands of years, a few of them among the most ambitious and architecturally accomplished of their time. Forget about a top 10, we could easily do the top 50 historical attractions in Turkey. Some of the highlights, however, include the iconic site of Troy, Diyarbakır Fortress, the Great Mosque and Hospital of Divriği, and of course, the Blue Mosque and Hagia Sophia. Turkey is also home to the ancient Greek city of Ephesus, where you'll find a plethora of fascinating ruins, including the 3rd century temple of Aphrodisias. Number 1. Cappadocia. Is there a place on Earth more beautiful than Cappadocia? That's a question for another video. What we can say with certainty, however, is that you've never been to another area quite like it. The historic region, located in central Anatolia, is like something out of a fairy tale. Show it to someone unfamiliar with the popular destination, and they might assume that it's a CGI environment from a sci-fi or fantasy film. Geologically unique, not to mention fascinating, Cappadocia's rocky landscape looks as if it's the work of a sculptor. The sky above the towering rock formations and historic caves is often full of hot air balloons, further adding to the overall sense of whimsy. This is undoubtedly one of the best ways to see the landscape, but however you approach it, Cappadocia never fails to leave a lasting impression on all those who visit. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Mojo Travels, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.